Hello and welcome to the Match Highlights show here on Welders TV. I'm your host Matthew Moore. Coming up on today's programme, exclusive match highlights from the Bluefin Sport Championship game at Tillysburn Park as the Welders host Lurgan Celtic. An exclusive after-match interview with Gary Smith to get a few comments from the manager on the performance against Lurgan Celtic. Also an exclusive interview with new signing Ben Arthurs to get his thoughts on joining the Welders this past week and more. All that and much more on today's programme. This episode of Welders TV is proudly brought to you by Amber Support Solutions. For all your industrial cleaning needs, go to amberSupportSolutions.com or call 02890 753 425. Amber Support Solutions for all your industrial cleaning needs. Going into the fixture this past Saturday, Gary Smith's men was missing two key players. Ryan Deans was missing after picking up 5 yellow cards through suspension, and also Dan McMurray was still serving his 3-match ban for his red card a few weeks ago against Larne. Now coming into Gary Smith's team was new signing Ben Arthurs, who goes straight into the starting 11, who started up front with his brother Ross. So let's take a look at the starting 11 for the Welders going into the game against Lurgan Celtic at Tillysburn Park. So a goal from debut boy Ben Arthur secure all 3 points for the Welders and see them move up to second in the table in the Bluefin Sport Championship. And after the game this past Saturday, Welders TV spoke to Gary Smith to get a few comments from the manager on the performance against Lurgan Celtic this past Saturday at Tillysburn Park. Gary, scrappy affair, but managed to get the 3 points that was much needed now. Sees it up on upside Ballyclare now, moving on.
Yeah, it was a really scrappy match. First half was we were slow to get off the mark. Fair play to Lurgan Celtic, very young, a couple of experienced heads in there, but they made it difficult from the start right till the end. So, you know, fair play to them. You know, it wasn't as our attitude was bad, but it was just probably down to a really heavy pitch and on a windy day.
You say about a young side, I mean, they pegged us back right from the start, frustrated a lot of the boys right across the park.
Yeah, well, we felt if we had got an early goal, you know, we settled everybody down. Fortunately, we did get our goal early enough in the second half, but, you know, again, fair play to them. It didn't let them or deter them, you know, their heads didn't drop and they kept coming at us, you know. We did miss a couple of more chances, but I'm delighted with the win and delighted with a clean sheet. Debut
today for Ben Arthur's, thought he done quite well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did very well. You know, I don't think he's played an awful lot recently, maybe under 20 football, you know, which is a massive gap to where he was today, but by all accounts he got the goal, you know.
You talk about our Big Lucas. I mean, Big Lucas was very quiet, but again, the goal was well taken. David Rennie put another great shift in. I mean, all across the park. I mean, the second half was completely different compared to the first one, you say?
Yeah, usual. Shooting into this net, you know, closest to us here, you know. But I thought Big Lucas, you know, he's not usually playing out in the right. I thought he actually did really, really well today. You know, he's a handful. He's a handful for anybody, you know. And even down the right, you know, it's really, really heavy. Boggy nearly, you know, he did so well. And coming at the back post for his header, I don't know if it was over the line. He wasn't sure. He said he thought it was on the line, and Big Ben stuck it in, you know. So by all accounts, I think Big Ben has got the goal.
Well, that's it now. Us finished now until the split. I mean, no fixture next week now, Irish Cup. And we'll take a bit of a rest for the boys next week.
Yeah, definitely. Well deserved too. You know, we have a few boys carrying out the odd niggle here and there. We have a couple of boys out suspended. So no, really, really good. Really pleasing to say. Any win's good, but to get a clean sheet is even better.
You brought a few in. Any more news on anybody else coming in or leaving the club before the deadline ends this Wednesday?
Well, it's probably a long 3 days, you know. Well, 5 days, counting today. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there might be, I don't know. You know, at this minute in time, there's no plans, you know. But sometimes things turn up, you know, you're unexpected. So we'll wait and see.
Happy enough with the business you've done so far?
Yeah, yeah. Three young lads in, you know, they're what, you know, all around sort of 19, 20, whatever, you know, 3 players have come in. So we have a young squad with obviously a blend of a lot of experience and some very good players. So, I mean, we couldn't ask for any more.
So after the game this past Saturday, Welders TV spoke to new signing Ben Arthur's to see how he is settling into the club as he signed for Marge this past week. So here on Welders TV is an exclusive interview with new signing Ben Arthur's. Welcome to the Welders. What a performance today from the lads. Debut goal on your debut. How do you think your own performance went from today?
Okay, I thought it was a bit of a slow start, sort of getting used to the conditions, the pitch and the wind, but sort of got into the game a bit and played a few bits of football and just happy to get the goal and get the win.
You were obviously large, you played 12 times this season in the Premiership. Comparing the Premiership to the Championship today, how do you find the change and obviously the play?
Quite similar, really, yeah, quite similar style of play, you know, very direct and getting the ball into me and people playing off me. Just a tough league it seems to be. That's bottom of the league and they made hard work today, so you know.
We're a very young side though. I mean, it did make it difficult right from the start.
Yeah, very young, very raw, very energetic, so they were always just all full 90 minutes they were going for it, so we had to just be on our game and just keep playing.
I mean, you couldn't ask for any more from yourself today. Debut goal, people were saying it was Lucas's goal, but you're claiming the goal, so for you were, it was yourself?
Yeah, it's mine. It was on the line, I kicked it in, so.
You couldn't ask for any more, obviously, a debut, which is obviously a great start. Now we're obviously in the top 6 for this split coming up. It's going to be more difficult games coming up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, well, that's just it. If you're going to be pushing for the league title or pushing for promotion, you're going to have to play the best teams. So just on to the next game, see how we get on.
Obviously, you're at large this season. What obviously drew you here to the Welders? I mean, obviously your brother's here. Yeah. I'm sure he had a word in your ear about it, but obviously what drew you to come here to the club?
Well, obviously Ross was talking to me about, you know, the club and how, you know, it's a good club, and anyone I've ever really spoke to says it's a brilliant club, and I just thought I needed to get more game time playing against men, and I didn't think maybe I was going to get that at Ards, so I thought I would come to Welders and try and fight for a position, and it's worked out well so far.
Well, good luck anyway for the rest of the season anyway, and hopefully we'll see more goals from you.
Thanks very much.
Now there will be no fixture for the Welders this coming Saturday as it is Irish Cup weekend, but the remaining fixtures in the Bluefin Sport Championship before the league splits takes place this coming week. Now, once we get any information on the first fixture of the split fixtures coming up for the Welders, stay tuned to our Welders FC website and also the social media feeds for all the information on the fixtures coming out for the Welders in the coming weeks. The under-20 squad were in action yesterday and came away with a 5-0 victory over Celtic boys from Downpatrick in the Tolls Junior Shield. Now, information on the next round's fixtures, stay tuned to our Welders FC website and go to the under-20s page for all the fixture information coming up. Now, next week here on Welders TV, there will be an exclusive match highlight video from the under-20s yet again, this time in Junior Cup action, as they take on Ballysillan. Now, kick-off for the game next Saturday at Ballysillan is 1:30 PM, and Welders TV will be there to give you exclusive match highlights of the game next week here on the Highlight Show, as the first team don't have a game next Saturday. Now, coming up at the Welders Social Club on the 3rd of March is a fundraising night for the under-15 side, who are trying to raise funds to participate in a tournament upcoming in the future in New York City. Now, if you want to go along to this fantastic night where you get live entertainment, also food and much more, go to our Welders FC website for all the information on the fundraising night coming up on the 3rd of March, and tickets for this night is priced at £20. So that brings us to the end of the Match Highlight Show here today on Welders TV. Thank you for watching. As always, if you want to get in touch with us here on the programme, you can by the following sources. First of all, our social media feed, which is Facebook and Twitter. You can also contact us on our website, weldersfc.co.uk, on the Contact Us page. And also, if you're watching us here on YouTube for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and also hit the notification button beside it so you get notified every time a new video is released here from Welders TV. Now, don't forget, folks, there is no match preview show coming up this coming Friday, as the first team don't have a game next Saturday. But most importantly, don't forget, next weekend on the Match Highlight Show, we'll show you the exclusive match highlights of the Under-20s Cup game. I've been your host of the Match Highlight Show, Matthew Moore. Thank you for watching.